All right, so I'm at Connie McKinley's over here for 311. The dispute about the decks. Miss Connie?
I guess one of our first concerns.
This is their nephew. He has a valid concern. You can hold the light.
Is we got about a 2-inch lip on the very last step, or the first step, however you want to look at it.
Tape, I got tape. I got one, but just shy of 2.5, 2 3/4. Okay.
We have balusters that are barely even catching wood at this point.
There we go. There. All right.
So the screw is it.
That's roughly 1.5 centimeters.
Versus.
All right. Yeah. Now we're done. Roughly 3 centimeters. All right. What else you got? Don't step on it.
Yeah, it's got a screw. Because we're concerned with the way they're attached to the.
Shine the light over here for a second. Miss Connie, if you come behind my right shoulder. So, just going up the steps. At level. Alright. All that'll be taken care of. Like I said, as far as the brackets y'all were concerned with earlier, I mean, it's they're secured from the back and they toenailed them in. I mean, so they're secured 3 ways.
This should have been flush.
Well, I mean, you can't do that without sinking the house down, buddy. Is that fair to say?
What?
I mean,
What?
without either lowering the house or not adding an extra step to the stringer that you cut off at the bottom, and then you have a 3-inch stringer to. Is that fair to say?
No.
I mean, it's. Like
That would have eliminated this problem.
It absolutely would.
Your first step should go all the way down to your first one. So this should have been brought up. We could have brought dirt to that. Could have put a dirt right up to the bottom of it. Normally you start, when you build your stairs, your stringers, you start at the top.
Well, I always start my first step at the bottom. Is that fair?
I understand. That's how this happens.
I understand. I understand.
That's fine. He can fix it however. It doesn't really matter. I ain't worried about that. I just question a little bit of, I guess, overall construction, nitpick stuff. If he's a finished carpenter, I mean, there's no nails or anything. Then that's held with 2 nails, but there's 4 extra nail holes. I don't care about that, but I'm gonna nitpick. There's just extra screws. Or extra holes that I think it was tacked together and then pulled apart and then tacked together and pulled apart, whatever.
Okay.
Cut flush, back cut. Not a big deal. This is nitpicky. I'm being honest.
That's fair to say.
Typically, the handrail runs over top of the 4x4 on the end of the post.
Yes, sir.
Typically. Is it a problem? Is it going to cause any problems? Probably not.
Right.
But I just don't understand the thought behind it. I
Okay.
think that's the problem, is there wasn't a lot of thought behind a lot of it. So, I mean,
Like I said, he was trying to build it,
I get it.
you know,
And I
for
think
the,
it's
for the high rail, and that might be our areas. We didn't start designing it that way, so
you can video from down there.
let me stand on the ground.
There you go.
All right, go ahead. All right.
An awful lot of wiggle room. You put a couple cross braces between these 4x4s, it'll take that right up.
Okay.
If we want to get nitpicky, something's a little out of square. I don't think it's aesthetically a problem. You have one finger width here, you've got a whole palm over there. It is the opposite on the other side of this.
Okay.
Is it a problem? No, but
Well, I understand. It's
these are the things you start looking at when you see little problems. You start, well, why is it like this? Why is it like that?
You're 100%
Why
right.
does this board run long? It's cut short on the other side, run long on this side.
All right.
Is it problems that are going to make the stairs fall apart? No. Is this finished? Yes. That looks great. That side over there, why is it sticking out an extra inch and a half?
All right.
You got 3 fingers here. If you want to measure it, fine. You've got a chunk of board that's
Well,
gonna get knocked
well,
out.
I do know that, because of the roots in the ground, that Erica stated, and I don't have a reason to doubt him,
Yeah.
that Mr. Stan was out here when he was doing it, and he said, "Well, just move it over here and move it over there."
Yeah,
if that's not,
fine. That's like I said, this is aesthetics. This is not a problem. This isn't going to hurt
Right.
anything. I don't care about that. This is what draws your attention to the other stuff.
right?
So when I was down there looking at whether it was toenailed into the back,
I mean, you toenailed it and recoursed it from the back.
what about those 2 nails?
I mean, come on, man. You never missed you never missed a stud.
I'm telling you,
You never missed a stud.
I started looking.
You picking hard now. You never missed a stud. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's fair to say. That's fair to say.
He didn't run any nails down that because he put this up
Right?
and didn't finish
Hold
nailing
that
it
one more
off.
time. All right, that's fair to say. So, like I said, it's
Good.
Okay.
Like I